final game of week 3 here in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League Dungeonbowl. It's Purplish Passion versus the Orclund Raiderz, both teams in second place. With a win, one of these teams will move into first. We'll take a look at the Passion's lineup here. They've got a couple of really interesting pickups. So if we take a look at their line, they've only got a 10-man line. We will probably see them pick up an 11th man before this game begins. Week 3. Did I not say week 3? I'm sorry, it is week 3. It's the final game of week 3. But yeah, we'll probably see Purplish Passion pick up an extra player here before the game begins. You can see they have a level 2 runner in Raiderz here. He has a massive agility of 5. That means his base agility rolls only fail on a 1, and that's before any modifications. But keep in mind, all rolls fail on a 1, so he is pretty much safe except for negative modifiers. We see Untitled here. He's leveled up to level 3. Not only does he have Dump Off, not only does he have Dodge, but he also has Nerves of Steel. Nerves of Steel means that he ignores negative modifiers when he tries to pass, when he tries to catch, and when he tries to intercept. Malik says, after yesterday, their stock is up. Gotta get a wizard. SP Beaver says, let's not talk about runners. Oh, let's. I'm very, very happy. If you didn't catch it yesterday, in yesterday's game, the Whiny Beavers lost their star runner to the Shambling Shitstorm. It was a pretty amazing game. You should check out the replay. But with Nerves of Steel here on the number 5 runner, that means we might see Purplish Passion use this dump off skill a little more regularly. They don't have to be too afraid of using dump off. Dump off again means that when a player attempts a block on one of these characters, they can try to throw it first. Nerves of Steel means they can ignore any negative modifiers, such as, assists that might be on them. So we could see a little bit more of a passing game here. He's kitted this player out to effectively be a passer. He could also be an effective catcher as well. But the point here is this is a traditionally running team. If you want to pass, this is not the Elven team to take to pass. So him kitting out this runner as a passer is very, very interesting and adds a new wrinkle to what this team might be able to do. That dodge skill, that double dodge skill, can really make him effective at this as a catcher, or even as a passer if he wants to maybe close the gap on a pass. 5 players with block. The 2 blitzers also have dodge, and this blitzer here has leap. Leap means that he will be able to move this character to 2 spaces away, no matter where those 2 spaces are. So he could jump over another player. All he has to do to land on his feet is make an unmodified agility roll, and with an AG of 4, that makes it a 3+. Not too bad, especially if you have team rerolls in your pocket. Finally, of course, this level 2 lineman, the number 8 lineman, Enton, is their leader. That's going to bring his TRRs up to 4, so long as Enton remains on the pitch. 3 cheerleaders, 6 fan factor, 3 coach assistants mean that the kickoff events are likely to go in the Passion's favor. 1 apothecary just in case. And they are going to be up against the Orclund Raiderz. Wenger here is in the new coaches pool. He's been doing very well so far in his first 2 weeks. You can see he still just has a level 1 line. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed on the bench. 4 blitzers, of course they all have blitz, a troll, a goblin, a thrower, and then those mighty black orcs with a strength of 4 apiece. This means he's going to play a typical orc game. He's going to bash down the field. He's going to try to open up holes, and then he's going to run his cage down the hole on offense. We can expect these black orcs to be the star of the show here. With that strength of 4, they can tie up players. They can block down players. You can't you can't block a black orc back usually unless you stick 3 players on the block. Most players will have a strength of 3. So that means you'll get 3 strength from the blocker. You'll need 1 to bring it up to 4. That's just a 1-die block. And then you'll need 1 more assist to bring it up to 5 and make it a 2-die block. So black orcs are very, very effective blockers. They can tie up players. They can block down players. With an AV of 9, they're very hard to take off the pitch. Conversely, they are easy to tie up as well. They only have an AG of 2. So if you want to throw a lineman in front of them just to tie them up, they're not going to dodge away. All they'll be able to do is block down that lineman. And that's something that Purplish Passion can take advantage of to try to get these black orcs out of his face. Because these are going to be the star of the show. They're going to be the ones that are opening up the holes. We'll see the goblin probably stay close to the cage. Once he can find a hole for a goblin, he might throw the goblin down pitch. The goblin can be used as a catcher. The goblin can be used to run through a line that maybe doesn't have a hole. If he's not too deep, then the goblin that has both stunty and dodge can run. He can run through tackle zones, no problem. His big weakness, however, is his AV of 7, so he'll have to be protected at all times, or else he's very likely not going to last on the pitch. But that Goblin Thrower Troll combo gives Wenger options here on offense. And the Passion are going to have to be really, really careful of letting that Goblin go. If they can get a block on the Goblin, they're going to want to take it. If they can't, they're probably just going to want to screen out the Raiders. Just keep them to 1 space movement a turn. Don't open up the holes. When the holes open up, cover those holes. And if Purplish Passion can do that, I think they can prevent the Raiders from scoring. On defense, the Raiders are going to have a hard time against the Passion. Passion's very, very fast. They now have a player that can jump. They now have a player with nerves of steel. And that's just really hard to defend against. I think they're just going to want to try to bash down as much as they can, try to get a player advantage. If they can't get a player advantage, try to get a player or 2 near the ball carrier and maybe get a lucky hit. Otherwise, they're just not going to stop the score. So I think the name of the game for the Raiders tonight is going to be to try to squeeze out a 2-1 grind. If they win the coin toss, they can hand the ball over to the Purplish Passion in the first half, let the Passion score as quickly as they can, and then that'll leave them the entire rest of the game, at least 12 turns, hopefully more, to try to score 2 touchdowns. 1 in the first half, 1 in the second, to pull out a 2-1 victory. On the staff side, no cheerleaders, no coaching assistants. 2 fan factor means they're likely not to get the advantage on the event table. But remember, it's a die roll at the beginning of every drive, so nothing's set in stone, and it could work out in their favor. It's just not likely to here against Purplish Passion. 4 TRRs are going to keep them even with the Passion unless they can get that lineman off the pitch, and you may see Wenger try to do that. Taking a TRR off the table is very, very powerful. 1 Apothecary just in case, and they have a 12-man bench here, so if someone goes down, and they're not really likely to, with the exception of the Goblin here, they'll have a backup just in case. All right, it looks like our players are ready, so we'll see if we can get underway here with the final game in week 3. They're probably in their inducement phase right now. While they are choosing their inducements, we can take a look at the week 3 standings. The Raiderz beat the Vloops last night in a 2-1 victory to take the first place slot here with 7 points. That may not last depending on how tonight goes. Purplish Passion and the Orclund Raiders tied with the Vloops and WDM for second place. The Whiny Beavers right behind them in third with 3 draws, just a point behind. Shambling Shitstorm creeping up. They are very close behind with 2 points, 2 draws in their last 2 weeks, followed by Agile Solutions. And the Raiderz, of course, on top of the new coaches pool as well. It's still anybody's game. There's still 4 weeks to play in round robin before the cut. and anything can happen. All the teams performing very, very well. This has been a very competitive Dungeon Bowl. It's been very fun to watch, very exciting games, and everybody is playing to win. All right, looks like we're about to get underway here. Final game of week 3. Malik asks, let's see some highlights from yesterday. If I had cut them together, I would show you for sure. They were great games, but you can watch all the games on Twitch, and if not, you can see them in the YouTube archive as well. All right, Purplish Passion does not have the fame. It's gone somehow to the Orclund Raiderz. Wow, so the Orclund Raiderz end up SPB perhaps out of the mods ban people. The fame actually went to the Raiderz here, so that is a huge advantage for them. They lucked out on that die roll. They took a Bloodwiser Babe and a Wizard, of course. Orclund Raiderz, it looks like they are going to be on offense here in the first half. Probably not what they wanted, so they probably didn't win the coin toss, but that is A-okay. Malik says fireball. Fireball indeed. All right, and here's Kickoff. There we go. And it's a blitz. Purplish Passion gets a free bonus turn. So Purplish Passion here can try to block down some players if they want. There's a 3-man line by the Raiderz, and they've spread out pretty wide, which is actually in the Passion's favor here. They're fine with that. Bashy teams tend to want to stay together. On the blitz result here, the linemen have to stay on the line. But everyone else gets a chance to move, and he can blitz a player if he wants. As you can see, those Black Orcs are all strength 4, so the best he can do on the Black Orcs is a 1-die block. SP Beaver says, this tournament has definitely made me realize how important winning those kickoff events are. Indeed. Looks like he's going to take the 1-die blitz. Yeah, he'll take a 1-die blitz in the left wide zone and gets a push out of it. Looks like he might be thinking about spending the reroll. I don't think he has to. Indeed. And he pushes him towards center pitch. That's a good push. We'll see if he moves anybody else on defense. I think he should. In fact, he should probably move this blitzer over here, and then he can get a 2-die block on this Black Orc coming up. He will be on defense, however, so he needs to be careful of sort of giving away his tactics to his opponents, who will get to move first here on turn 1. Closes the gap on the line of scrimmage. And why not? You can see the number 6 player. Here's the player with the massive agility of 5. This is the player with nerves of steel. He doesn't care on passing rolls, passing, catching, and interception rolls. He doesn't care if he's in your tackle zone or not. It doesn't affect him. Enton, the leader, safe and secure here. Well, he was safe and secure. So we'll see if he gets blocked down. If the Raiders can open up a hole here, they might try to go after him. But you saw Purplish Passion move a player in front of Enton to try to protect him. I think that's a good move. Touchback on the kickoff is going to go right back to the thrower, and that's going to kick off turn 1 for the Raiders. They don't have to do the pickup. They are very happy to take that ball. moves up to center pitch. He's a little on the left side. We've seen him try to feign before. He'll move left, block right, and then move the cage up through that hole that he opens to the right-hand side. We'll see if he tries that again here. Sets up the cage right out of the gate, which is fine. He doesn't have to do a pickup, so that's all safe. 2-die block on the right side of the line. Gets a push out of it. Probably see a 2-die block on the left side of the line here as well. Remember, the troll has really stupid. That means it's a 50-50 whether he gets to move or not. Oh, just another push on the left side of the line as well. Not what he's looking for. Decides to follow up instead. Now remember, this is just a 1-die block coming back right here. Camaricel will have to commit another player to make that a 2-die block. That troll gets a good hit. That troll is really stupid. It's a 50-50 if he can even take his turn at all, unless he is next to a teammate. So we'll see someone come up here to go adjacent to the troll. Yes, indeed. To keep that troll alive and doing active in future turns. 2-die blitz right next to the troll works out. Clean hit. There's that goblin moving downfield, threatening that pass. These goblins only have a strength of 2, so Camaricel can blitz him if he wants. The problem is he's probably trying to goad the blitz back on this goblin. Goblins are cheap. They're good for this sort of passing gimmick here. They're good for stunty runs. They're good for assists on block. They're good for fouls, but they're also good to kind of try to throw out there and throw the opponent's team off here. If he wants to go for that blitz, he can, but that opens up the run. And if he doesn't go for that blitz, remember, he's got the thrower, and he could try to pass this downfield. Turn 1 now for the Purplish Passion. After their free blitz turn, 1 player stunned already at center pitch. He's got a bunch of players that are out of the play right here, but they can get right back in. Everyone's fairly fast on his team. I think their lowest MA is 6. That's what makes them so devastating on offense. One minute to play here for Purplish Passion. Considering his options, he can take a 2-die block on this Black Orc if he wants. He's gonna go ahead and blitz. Yep, he's gonna go after that goblin. 2-die blitz on the goblin. Only gonna get a push out of it. Goblin does have dodge. Decides to re-roll it. He wants to take this goblin out. Only an AV of 7. That's not high. We'll see if he stays on the pitch here. Looks like he will. Purplish Passion will move that Blitzer 1 space up to finish his movement. And that's his blitz. He's only got 33 seconds left here. He probably wants to get his screen back in position and maybe even take a block on this Black Orc. The problem is taking that block on the Black Orc is most likely going to open up this left wide zone. Two-die block on the blitzer here at center pitch. Not going to work out. Spent his reroll on the goblin, and that'll be it for the Purplish Passion. Orclund Raiderz here will be able to open up a hole. We'll see how comfortable they are ending this cage next to a down Elven player. They may not want to. Yep, gonna move this cage up to the left, try to block down these 2 players. That means if he wants to block down both players, he'll need to spend a blitz. He might just block down 1. And if he blocks down one, it's an uphill block coming back. Yeah, so you can see dedicating to that blitz on the Goblin allowed this running game to move forward. That was the savvy tactic of moving that Goblin down pitch. 2-die block on the left side of the cage, clean block against the high dollar runner. And he might be okay with that. He might not even want to dedicate a blitz over here. Looking to set up a 2-die block on this lineman. And gets a push. He'll be okay with that. Pushes that lineman off to the right, trying to take him off the cage. Still has the troll and a black orc to move here. Tying up 2 players with that black orc. Remember, that's just a 1-die block coming back. And he's going to blitz in front of the cage against the number 3 blitzer. Gets a push out of it. He is fine with that. And that troll is defending the front of the cage superbly well. He's got a strength of 5. And that Goblin with the stunty dodge. He will dodge that Goblin all day. And he keeps the Goblin in this exact same position. So again, Purplish Passion has to make the same decision here. Do they want to go after that Goblin? Do they want to let it go and try to get some blocks here on this cage? Or just screen out this cage? Passion here can dodge out this blitzer, probably no problem. He can stand up the runner, sort of reset over here on the left side of the pitch. He can't totally give up the right side of the pitch here. He'll still have to screen most of the field here. But he's got dodges to make, and that's where the Raiders want him to be. Looks like he's going to go after a 2-die block, committing 3 players to this black orc. Only gets a push. Oh, he spends the reroll and still gets a push. Purplish Passion down to 2 rerolls. Now that commits 2 players over here. They're done for this turn. So only one of these 3 players is going to be able to reposition. One minute to go in turn 2. $40 seconds to play. Purplish Passion, considering their options, I think they want to dodge and reposition in front of this cage. They can't outbash this team. Sure enough. They've got a bunch of dodges to do here. That's 1. They've got at least 2 more. They might even take a 3rd. Taking that blitz on that Goblin yet again. Doesn't work out yet again. He doesn't have the reroll. He'll follow up to keep on that Goblin. This is a good... Oh, he didn't follow up. He could have followed up and tied up that Goblin. But instead, he'll just move in front of him. That's fine, too. $13 seconds left here to reset. That's 1 dodge. 1 or 2 to go. He's got 1 over here that he wants to take. We'll see if he wants to chance it with this lineman or not, though. He could just stand the lineman up to tie up players. Or at least tie up one of the players. Nope, he's going to leave him on the ground. All right. Purplish Passion trying to reset this screen. Orclund Raiderz on turn 3 here. 2-die block on the lineman. This is the leader. Only gets a push, but he'll tie him up. Yeah, he doesn't want him going anywhere. So the advantage of if you tie up a player by getting in their tackle zone, you're not actually making their dodge negative. The only way you make their dodge negative is if they're dodging into a tackle zone. And you can see here with him setting up this cage over here, this player now cannot dodge anywhere near this cage without having a negative modifier applied to his agility roll. He'll have to dodge out away from the cage in order to make it a positive roll. You can see Vengir and the Raiders here doing exactly what we talked about at the beginning of this game. Feigned left, opened up that hole right. Used that goblin to pull a player off of that screen, and it worked out very well. Tying up these elvish players on the left side of the pitch so they cannot come after this cage without making some die rolls. Stunty dodge, he does not care. He has stunty, he has dodge. He'll dodge all day long. Turn 3 now for Purplish Passion. If the Raiders score early, Purplish Passion probably doesn't care too much. What they really want to prevent is the stall. If they can get the ball back, they can score very easily and make it 1-1 at the half. They've got to reset their defense. Looks like they're trying to do it here. They've got so many dodges to make here with some of these players. To play. Looks like he's going to try to blitz that goblin again. Really wants to take him off the pitch. Fails at it again. Is he going to spend a reroll again? He does not. And he does not follow up on the goblin. 3 blitz attempts on the goblin. 3 failed blitzes. And he spent a GFI to stay on that goblin. I don't think going after that goblin is working out. I think he can leave him alone at this point. The passing game isn't much of a threat. It still is, but I don't think Vengir is really even thinking past at this point. He's so close to the end zone. Purplish Passion made 1 dodge. They've got many more to take here. Still has his TRR on the table, which is good. Desperately trying to reset this screen. He doesn't have to defend all of the pitch, but he does have to defend most of it. Only has 15 seconds to play here. He really wants to dodge out some of these players. These are all 2-die blocks coming back at him. Goes too deep in the right wide zone. Good dodge. He's got 2 more to make. Well, he's got a lot more to make with this fella here, if he wants to dodge the splitzer. I think he does. Can't quite get everybody into position for an effective screen, but good enough. Here it is, double dodge. Good job. Turn 4 now for the Orclund Raiders. They are in great shape here. Final turn of the quarter. They're already 3/4 of the way down the pitch. They don't want to commit to the wide zone, really. Not if Purplish Passion can reform in front of them, because then they'll just go too deep and make it very, very difficult to score. The Raiderz really want to stay in center pitch here. Where they are is good. It gives them options to move left or right. They want to try to spread out that screen. They don't want to allow them to go too deep. Blitz right out of the gate, right in front of the cage. Two-die blitz is a clean hit. And it looks like and he gets an injury. First injury of the game. Well done. Oh no, and it's a broken neck. We'll see if Malik says yes. Yeah, we'll see if the apothecary is used. The apothecary is indeed used. If the apoth does not fix him, this player is probably going to be sacked after this game. Nobody wants a player playing Blood Bowl with a broken neck. Oh no, and he does have a broken neck. He loses 1 point of agility. That does only bring him down to 4. He might actually keep him in that case. He just lost his bonus. The problem is with keeping him, his AG is still high. Or I'm sorry, his TV is still high. And there's the score. 1-0, Raiders go up. There's still a whole quarter left to play for Purplish Passion. They can easily score within that time. They are very, very fast. The Raiders are going to have a difficult time holding them back. And they could tie it up 1-1 at the end of the half here, and they'll get the ball back in the second half. So we'll see how the Raiders set up on defense here. Remember, the Raiders still have a wizard on deck. There's a wizard somewhere hidden in the stands. Three-man defense for the Raiders here. How will the Purplish Passion counter this? They're probably going to keep 3 men on the line here. Keep a few players back, maybe to set up a cage. They don't necessarily have to. They could just go wide, try to open up hole, and just cruise downfield. Interesting setup. They're keeping 2 players, and nobody deep for this kickoff. So the Raiders might just try to make this kick a little deep here. We'll see. Quick snap, Purplish Passion yet again. Winners of the kickoff event table. They get to move 1 extra square. Wow. Wow, look at this. Now he gets to freely move these players off the line of scrimmage, and that's really what he wants. Excellent kickoff event for Purplish Passion. This player cannot be at AG of 4. He cannot be. He has to have gone down on AG of 3. Purplish Passion repositions. Look at that kick. Sure enough, deep kick pays off. Can't ask for too much better than that. And now Purplish Passion's going to have to spend a turn going back after this ball. Zergling says, Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you, too. Thanks for coming out and watching some Blood Bowl. You've missed a broken neck already, but there's plenty of turns left. Oh, going for the pass straight out of the gate. Well done by the Passion. Now, by doing that, he does advance the ball, but he pulls this runner kind of out of the play. This runner's going to have to spend a turn getting back into the play. Because of that kick and because of where he's positioned, he's going to lose a turn either way. But by doing this, you know, maybe he doesn't think he needs this runner to be in the drive for a turn. Going to make contact with this blitzer, setting up for a 2-die blitz, perhaps. Here it comes. No! He blitzed on the wrong side. Blitzing from over here put him in the tackle zone of this Black Orc. Gets a push out of it, keeps the drive alive. Malik says, worth it for the SPP. Sure, yeah, that throw definitely gives SPP. You know, that's, of course, a very good point. Purplish Passion decides to dodge that blitzer back out of the tackle zone. Good decision. And it looks like he'll try to set up a cage, perhaps here, here on the right side of the pitch. 25 seconds to play. He doesn't want to allow the Raider. He doesn't want to close down on the ball. Yeah, he doesn't want to close down on the ball carrier because he doesn't want the Raiders to be able to group up. If he can keep them spread out, that's where Purplish Passion wants them to be, and that's where he'll be able to open up holes and then use his speed to his advantage to really push through that hole and run downfield. Turn 5 now for the Raiders. Center pitch is all but closed off for them. They can make one block to open up a hole if they wanted. But they're not going to. They're going to take a 2-die blitz on the number 3 blitzer. It's a clean hit. Gets a stun out of it. Very good stun. It's going to keep him out for a turn. Probably not much chance of this wizard being used this half. The Raiders are going to want to keep that for the second half. Black Orc now on the ball carrier. While the ball carrier, you know, these Elven players are happy to dodge. What's nice about this block here is that it forces the ball carrier to dodge back in towards center pitch, and that's not where he wants to be. Malik says, save the wizard and use it right after the kickoff, perhaps. Or if he's in position and Purplish Passion are in danger of scoring, he can lightning bolt the ball carrier and try to go after the ball. Turn 5. Orclund Raiders advance on this elvish line. Purplish Passion doesn't have to commit to the right either. They can go back to the left. Both wide zones are well defended. Malik says, yeah, or just murderize his best player. I am in favor of murderizing anyone for any reason in this game. Raiderz and Purplish Passion thinking about their options. They're very fast. They can go wherever they want. They just need to figure out where they want to open that hole. 50 seconds left in turn 5 for Purplish Passion. Wow, they take a dodge for a 1-die blitz. Happens to work out. Both players had the blitz skill. Now he opens a hole way on the left side of the pitch down the left sideline. He's going to run the player through it. That's not a bad run. If Wenger wants to block that player down, he'll have to commit a blitz to it. Dodges the second player out to go down that sideline that he just opened up. We'll see how he intends to protect this ball carrier. He might just try to throw it again, but I don't know how he protects anyone unless he ends up maybe here. Oh, he is going to throw it. Uses that nerves of steel. He did not care that there was a tackle zone on him. And there's the throw. How does he defend that ball carrier? He's got to make some dodges to defend him. 2 GFIs, that's 1. Here's a dodge. Good dodge. He's going to dodge his last player out. He's got 2 seconds left. And he gets the dodge. Well done. Turn 6 for the Orclund Raiderz. They'll probably regroup here and try to get in front of the ball carrier. They do need to be careful of this pass now. This means they're going to have to tie up or knock down or do something with these potential receivers. Wenger and the Raiders thinking about their options, thinking about their decisions, who they want to mark. And here comes that blitz. 2-die blitz, and the number 2 blitzer gets a push. He's going to push him towards the ball carrier and then move that black orc up to tie some players up. Remember, the black orcs are strength of 4. Camarasol is going to have to dedicate another player. In fact, now he has to dedicate 2 more players to block down either of these black orcs. Good play by Wenger. Controlled movement towards the cage. Two more block, well, 1 more block, possibly 2 more blocks coming from the Raiders. Oh, they might not have had the movement to try to cover the sideline here. This is a good play. So they're going to allow the ball carrier to move down the sideline if he wants. The problem is he doesn't have any players to block all 3 of these guys, or tie up all 3 of these guys. 2-die block on the right side of the pitch results in a push. Is he going to take this 1-die block? It's block versus dodge if he does. He's going to take it. Gets a push out of it. And he'll follow up, tie that player up. Well done. Turn 6 coming up for Purplish Passion. If they commit that ball carrier down the sideline, they got to be careful. They got to do something about these players. And that means he's going to need to dodge someone out. He could actually move this blitzer. He is free of a dodge to try to tie up this blitzer if he wants to commit to running down the pitch. Takes a 1-die block on the right-hand side. Risky, risky. Wow. It just happens to work out. He spent the TRR on the push to try to get the knockdown instead, and he got it due to the block skill. On a both down result, if you have the block skill, you remain standing. if he wants to commit to this, he's got one player he can get there freely. But then he's just gonna have to hope. I think he can move the number 2 blitzer down pitch, move the ball carrier down pitch, and then don't take any blocks with any of these guys unless you can dodge out another player for a blitz. Dodges out the number 6 lineman, number 6 runner. Back to the right side of the pitch. Oh no, is he going to try to throw it to the right side? This is a far throw unless he moves the thrower back to mid-pitch. But if he does that, I don't know how he protects this runner. I think he can move down the left side of the pitch. Oh, no. Now, see, moving that player down could potentially free up this one of these 2 players, rather. Oh, I don't know if he's going to... Oh, he's going to throw it. Fails to throw. He doesn't have the TRR to spend, and that is it. Turn 7 now for the Orclund Raiders. They can try to get on this ball. 2-die block is the first order of business. He'll push them off to the right side. Indeed. He was looking for a knockdown, but he'll take that. He might not even go after this ball. He might just get in front of this player. We'll see if he takes the second 2-die block on the blitzer or not. If Wenger pulls left here and just closes this up, I think he's in pretty good shape. He can close this up. He can get a tackle zone on this lineman, maybe even blitz if he wants. Stands up the block work on the right side of the pitch. Yeah, he's going to take that blitz. 1-die blitz. Works out with the block skill. Good blitz, and that gets the player in front of that player. Now he just needs to pull someone, all right, or he can spend the rest of his blitz and move him up forward. That's fine too. And he went after the ball. That's all but going to secure it. And now he'll set up a faux cage here on the left side of the pitch. 2-die block works out. I don't know if he had to go for that one die blitz or not. I probably wouldn't have. I just would have stayed in front of the player, covered the sideline downfield, covered the hole here, and probably would have been good to go. Three-die block results in triple skulls, spends the TRR, and gets a knockdown. And Calriel is dead. The Apothecary is gone, so this guy is not coming back, and that is hard for Purplish Passion because his players are very, very expensive. So he's going to be down another man next game. Malik says dead. SP Beaver says, ouch, can't even get a second life as a zombie. I know, it's rough. It's rough being an elf sometimes. Takes a 1-die block on the right side of the pitch because why not? He has the block skill, so that's a pretty good trade, especially when these 2 players are out of the drive. 16 seconds to play in turn 7. Trying to cover that ball carrier. Well done. I think that'll be it for the Raiders. Turn 7 for Purplish Passion. No real hope of getting this ball back. They can try if they want. You know, they could try like a cheeky blitz. I don't know. I don't know what they want. I think I think they want to save their players at this point. So Wenger could theoretically score here. He'd have to do a long pass to this blitzer, and then the blitzer would have to do 2 GFIs into the end zone. Oh, it doesn't even have to be a long pass. He could move the passer up to mid-pitch. 2-die block on the right-hand side. Works out to the block skill. Good job. Remember, that's a 2-die block only because 3 players are dedicated to that black orc. Those black orcs are nasty. Fail dodge. That is the first fail dodge we have seen. He's going to spend the TRR. It's only 33%. Makes the dodge. He's going to do the uphill block. Doesn't work out. And that'll be it for Purplish Passion here. 1 turn left for the Raiders in the first half. They can score. We'll see if they try it. I don't see why not. Yes. So he'll move the passer up to get the bonus on the throw here. It'll be a short pass. Oh no, he's just going to stay where he is. All right, fair enough. That's a good catch. 2 GFIs to score. GFI number 1, he has TRRs. GFI number 2, he failed. He can spend the TRR. Good job. 2-0. Orclund Raiders go up. I think there's 1 turn left for the Passion here. Passion's still not out of the game. They're going to get the ball back for the second half. The problem here is now that they're really playing for a tie. And it's going to be really hard to tie because they'll score. They can score quickly, but then they're going to give the ball back to the Raiders, and the Raiders are just going to stall. They're going to cage up and stall for as long as they can. So the Passion needs to score as fast as they can, and then get that ball back as fast as they can to try to score to make it 2-2 before the game ends. Purplish Passion is now down to 9 players on the pitch. We'll be down 2 players on this last turn, and 2 players going into the second half as well. Yes. I don't know if there's a need for this. This is the last turn of the half, but sure. Why not? He's saying, forget you. I might have kept some players forward, try to get a 2-die block. Changing weather. Doesn't really matter too much. Shallow kick. Keeps the ball out of Purplish Passion's hands, so they're not going to get the SPP on the throw. And I think that's going to be it for the half. Oh, he's going to try it anyway. Doesn't have the TRR to do it, and that'll be it. Good first half by the Orclund Raiders to make it 2-0. Orclund Raiders are going to have a 2-player advantage here going into the second half of the game. Not to be unexpected, they are the bashy team against this agility team. Both teams back up to 4 TRRs. Remember, 1 TRR for Purplish Passion is due to this player right here, their leader. If the Orclund Raiders can bash him off the pitch, they will lose. Purplish Passion will lose a TRR. That wizard is still in the pocket of the Orclund Raiders. And they will probably keep it in the pocket, maybe to prevent a score. At this point, being up 2-0, I might even just keep it after 1 score. No need to waste it until until you know you need it or you know you don't need it. Here's the kick. It's probably going to be a deep kick. Throw a rock. Jim Plunkett suffers an injury. Oh, and just like that, it's now 10v9 in the Orclund Raiders' favor. Oh, it's just a stun. All right. 10v9 for a turn. Purplish Passion really wants to score as fast as possible here. They want to score fast typically because they don't want to take too many blocks. They can't outbash this team. But here they want to score as quickly as possible, not only to prevent allowing so many blocks, but to also give them ample opportunity to try to get the ball back and score a second time in this half. One minute into turn 9, no action yet. Taking a one-die blitz on the left-hand side of the pitch. Ends up as a push. Pushes the blitzer toward the sideline. Doesn't really open anything up. Purplish Passion look to be pulling left. They don't have a hole here. Wow, where was this pass going? Failed pass, spends the TRR, passes it backwards, gets the SPP for the pass. Doesn't have any rerolls left for these dodges if he wants to take them, and I think he does. That's one dodge. He's got 2 more to make. Yep, doesn't have the TRRs to make that safe. And so the number 3 lineman here is going to get blocked down by this Black Orc. And Wenger and the Orclund Raiders are going to be looking to try to open up some space on this ball carrier here. 2-die block on the, on the blitzer. It's a good block. Malioff is stunned. It's a decent stun. He's kind of out of the drive right here, but they're so fast that, you know, any stun's a good stun pretty much. Here comes the blitz on the number 1 blitzer. Clean hit. They'll push him to the sideline and set up for the surf. Oh, did he not follow up? He did not follow up. It's an excellent stun. He might follow up now. Nope, he's going to stay put. He's going to decide to screen with this Black Orc instead. Solid line on the left wide zone here. Wenger and the Raiders pulling to the left. They can't pull too far to the left. Yeah, good. They moved the blitzer up to allow the troll to move without having to take the 50-50 really stupid roll. And they're going to continue to screen out this pitch. This is well done. This is good play. Turn 10 for Purplish Passion. They want to move as fast as possible. Alex says Fireball is a good play. It might be. I don't know if I would do it here just because I don't have to. Like, I'm up 2-0. Just keep it in my pocket. Why not? Alex says if he cages, you shoot it. Sure, it's an option. Two-die blitz on the black orc results in a push. Wow, spends the reroll. Works out on the both down result. He has the block skill, but he'll be down to 2 TRRs. Shoots the number 7 lineman down pitch. All that's really going to do is it's going to pull him in. Oh, tries to GFI and fails. Otherwise, all that would really do is pull a man back because he can't throw to him because he can't protect him. Blackwork stands up now on turn 10 for the Raiders. Wenger moves 1 space forward in the left wide zone. Ties up the number 4 blitzer. It's going to disallow movement on the left wide zone entirely. Here comes the blitz on the number 6 runner. Results in a push. He'll push that player off the ball carrier. And then continue his blitz to get a tackle zone on the ball carrier. Good play, well done. That's a black orc as well. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's a blitzer. Orclund Raiders cover that receiver. If that receiver wants to stand up, they've got negative multipliers to take on their dodges. Or negative modifiers, not multipliers. So you can see here on this overlay, these are both -2 on dodge. Everything else around them is -1. All right, he's going to dodge number 1 down pitch. But again, he can't throw to him because he can't protect him. But he does have to score, and he has to score fast. He could just get super cheeky here, just run the runner down the sideline, taking 1, 2, 3, 4 dodges. Dodges out the number 3 blitzer, moves him to the right side of the pitch, off the drive. Interesting play. Is he going to try to pass to the right? Number 10 lineman also moves to the right side. Blitz on the blitzer on the ball carrier is a good hit. This frees up the ball carrier. Doesn't follow up. Is he going to move the blitzer back to the right? Doesn't move the blitzer at all. Interesting. Alright, so he does move laterally back to the right. He's still pretty far off the line here, so the Orclund Raiders can reposition fairly easily. We'll take one more dodge. Good dodge, and now Purplish Passion shifting back to center pitch, moving toward the right. One dodge, two dodge. Red dodge, blue dodge. Good dodges by that lineman. AG of 4 is very powerful. Turn 11 now for the Orclund Raiders. They have all 4 TRRs. They're going to start shifting back to the right here. Their line's in pretty good shape. They'll mark a player. They'll mark a player and see what happens. Good troll movement. But otherwise, they're going to cover most of this pitch here with a screen, I believe. SP Beaver says, as a fellow Bashy team coach, I get annoyed with every dodge he makes. They are annoying. Elves are very, very annoying when it comes to dodges. Yep, here comes that blitz. We'll see what happens with the 2-die blitz. Results in a push. He's probably okay with that. He'll stay put. Oh, he'll follow up on the ball carrier. Okay. So that's a black orc. That's still a 1-die block coming back. So, again, Purplish Passion will have to commit a 3rd player if they want to get a 2-die block going back on the black orc. And now you can see them repositioning to try to screen the rest of the pitch here. They'll shift... well, I don't know what they'll do here. Maybe shift 2 players back to the right. A player back on this receiver. And then what about this receiver? Maybe one player on the receiver? I'm not sure. They could put both. I don't know what they want to do with this player. Yep, they're going to send both back. On passes, a good rule of thumb is 3-3-4-3. So if you pass straight ahead, the first 3 squares are a quick pass, the next 3 are a short pass, the next 4 are a long pass, and the final 3 are a long bomb. So here we got 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So this is a long bomb pass right now. And then directly diagonally, it's 2, 2, 3, 2. Turn 12 begins with Purplish Passion here. Final turn of the 3rd quarter. These dodges are easy enough to make. They might just want to dodge out, cage up to the right side of the pitch, and maybe get a blitz on the number 10 blitzer, and just start running. I mean, they've got to start moving if they want to tie this game. SP Beaver says, could have fireballed the left side and cleared a path to rundown. It's the Orclund Raiders who have the fireball, not Purplish Passion. Good dodge on the left-hand side with the blitzer. It's 3 men downfield for Purplish Passion. Now that's, that might be good to threaten the passing game. That's also 3 players that are off the running game, right? There's 3 players that are off the line. They're not making blocks. They're not protecting the ball carrier. So we'll see what he's trying here. I think he's desperately trying to set up for a pass. Yes, Beaver says. In that case, time to get a 3rd point. Tries to GFI with another possible receiver. He'll spin the reroll. That'll bring him down. Oh, and he'll fail. Do enough GFIs. That'll happen. And now Purplish Passion down to 1 TRR left for the final quarter of play. Turn 12 for the Orclund Raiders. They have a real chance of getting this ball and making it a 3-0 game. Malik says no fireball needed. Indeed. Yeah, they're going to bear down on this ball carrier. There's the dump off for the Nerves of Steel. And the block. So... So if we look at this replay here, this is the dump off skill that happened, right? And then the block failed, and then they had to spend the TRR for it. Malioth KO'd by the troll. No apothecary left. So Nerves of Steel meant that he didn't, for that dump off ability, that's what we talked about in the pregame. He didn't care about the negative modifiers on him for the pass. But then, unfortunately, the Raiders rolled double skulls on their block as well, so they had to spend a TRR. They've got no TRRs left. They didn't get possession of the ball due to the Nerves of Steel. So now they're just trying to get some blocks. Two-die block on the left side on this receiver results in a dodge push. SPVer says, Camaricel is not weakening up the Orclund Raiders enough for my next match. He's not a bashy team. What did you want? So Camaricel's receivers are all but gone. One was KO'd, as we saw. There's one that's still free, one of these blitzers here. One die block results in a push. Camaricel might try, I don't know if he's got a pass here. He might try a long pass, a long bomb to this lineman who will dodge out for the reception. Not really sure. Final quarter of play, however. Turn 13 for Purplish Passion. Very quickly running out of turns to try to tie the game. At this point, he might want to think about saving his team, maybe getting some SPP. Dodge blitz. One die dodge blitz works out. It doesn't free up this ball carrier here. He'll still have to dodge, but at least it's a free dodge on the right hand side. He's gonna have to GFI if he wants to get in the end zone. Nope, he's not gonna dodge. All right. Who's he going to throw to? He's going to go throw to the guy straight. Yeah. So failed pass. Spend the reroll, make it 75% on the pass. He still needs to make the catch roll. Good reception. He's not out of the water yet. That was a long bomb pass too. That was as long as it comes. Alex says lightning bolt. Yeah, I mean, it might not be a bad option at this point. Like, why not? He's got no defenders. Lightning bolt him, get the ball out of his hands. And then he's got plenty of players he can pull back to try to pick up that ball. Or at least cover it. .20 seconds play in turn 13 for Purplish Passion. So the Orclund Raiders could decide to lightning bolt right now. Or they could try to risk the blitz. Looks like they're trying to risk the blitz. Gonna spend the TRR on the dodge. Fails on the GFI. That'll be 2-1. Camarasol's gonna get on the board here. I don't think he wants to do anything else but score. He has no team rerolls left. And even if he did, I don't think he wants to risk extra die rolls. I think he just wants to move into the end zone and score. SB Beaver says he knows using a wizard as the coward's way. 2-1. Purplish Passion gets on the board here. Orclund Raiders are going to get the ball back for this last quarter here. Purplish Passion needs to find a way to get at that ball and try to score for the tie. Hopefully they'll get back their KO'd player. It looks like they do not. And now the Passion's going to set up on defense. They got a man back. They've got a 8-man. They didn't get a man back. They've got an 8-man line. Purplish Passion's going to have a 3-player deficit here for this, what may very well be the final drive of the game. SP Beaver and Malik disagreeing on the power and usefulness of the wizard. All I'll have to say is SP Beaver is incorrect. Everyone loves a good wizard. Purplish Passion setting up in a screenish defense as best as they can muster anyway, with 8 players. Here comes the kickoff. And it's a blitz. Purplish Passion is going to get a free bonus turn. I believe Purplish Passion has won every kickoff event as expected. And they can use this their advantage here. They did a shallow kick. They could try to get the ball back right now if they want to. They can try to blitz down a player. The Blackwork's very difficult to blitz down, but they can do it. If Purplish Passion can get a hold of this ball and protect it, that would... Well, they're gonna fail on their blitz action. One die blitz fails. So they could have tried to blitz down a player here and then gotten a player under the ball like we saw in the Shambling Shitstorm game. And then if they could have just gotten tackle zones on that ball carrier just to try to protect it as much as possible, they could have tried to squeak out a 2-2 tie here. Of course, doing that would be a perfect opportunity for a fireball. Now the Orclund Raiders are going to cage up on this ball. Good pickup on the GFI. Now the Orclund Raiders are going to be looking for hits to take out as many elves as possible. The troll will go first. 2-die block is good on the center. Number 3 and number 2 are both going to get 2-die blocks on these outside tackles. That's a 4v3 in strength. Number 2 Black Orc moves in toward the cage. Vanguard taking all of his less risky moves first. It looks like he's going to go for a big play here in the final drive of the game. Two-die blitz on the left-hand side. This is good use of blitz here. It's going to be a dodge push, but even just because you can take a block, you don't have to. You can take the blitz instead, thereby freeing up that player to move. And then a two-die blitz on the right outside tackle here is going to result in a push. It's going to push him towards center pitch, opening up a hole on the left, on the right wide zone. He'll tie up that down player just in case. Turn 15. Turn 15 for Purplish Passion. 2 turns left to play in this game. Purplish Passion deciding on what to do here. I don't think they have any hope of getting that ball back. They could play for the draw and just YOLO and try to dodge blitz. So it's 1, 2, 3 dodges into an uphill blitz. But I think what they really do is they just regroup, reform their defense, and just try to stop this being a 3-1 game. Dodge by the number 1 blitzer out of the tackle zones of the Troll and the Black Orc. Elves are very comfortable dodging. It's a second dodge. 1 more dodge to go and they will be in the clear. Dodge blitz. It's going to be a 1-die blitz on this blitzer in the backfield, and it's a good blitz. Doesn't follow up. I would have thought he would just to tie up that blitzer. The blitzer has an AG of 3. With an AG of 3, that dodge would be a 50-50. Well, it could have been 50-50, but that'll be it. Purplish Passion's screening out center pitch here, but both wide zones are largely open here. Malik says, "Zap." Yeah, we'll see what happens. Is he gonna go for this toss on turn 16? Caging up dead center, super cage. It's gonna run the goblin away to protect the goblin. Nobody's getting at this ball carrier, he says. Nobody. Turn 16 for Purplish Passion here. It doesn't need to be a 1-die blitz here. If he wants to blitz this player down, he can make it a 2-die blitz. He can probably make it a 3-die blitz, in fact. Vanguard doesn't score without this player. Malik says, what a target for Fireball. Yeah, that would be great if Purplish Passion had a Fireball. You can't ask for a better target than 9 players. Not sure what's going on here. 1 minute, 5 seconds. No action by Purplish Passion. There's a dodge. He's going to dodge out. Not taking that blitz, not sure why. Wants to save his players first. I guess that's fair. Alright, well he's not going to get the 3-die blitz on this blitzer. He can still get the 2-die blitz. Instead, he's just going to take a 1-die blitz. Okay. 1-die blitz, and it works out. Oh, and he's KO'd! Oh, no, we're not going to see a 3rd touchdown. Well done by Purplish Passion. Malik says he deserves a zap. I would. You've got a fire, or you've got a wizard on turn 16. Zap someone. Purplish Passion trying to save some players. You cannot hide from the wizard, sir. He will find you. Turn 16 for the Raiders. Really not much to do. Maybe a pass. Maybe a blitz. Maybe a foul. But a wizard would have been great. Here comes that pass. Good pass for the SPP. And this is an excellent way to spread out those SPP. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz works out. Maybe even a foul coming up. Nope, that'll be it. Doesn't spend the wizard. The final is 2-1. The Orclund Raiders will take it. And they will move into first place along with the Raiderz. Both teams held onto the ball fairly well when they had it. Take a look at the SPP here. 13 for the Purplish Passion. 17 SPP for the Orclund Raiders. Oh my goodness. D6 die rolls for Purplish Passion. Lots and lots and lots of die rolls there. Just about even. Maybe a touch positive. D6 rolls for the Orclund Raiders. And you can see the difference again. An agile team making D6 rolls versus a bashy team making D6 rolls. D6 rolls looking fairly good for the Orclund Raiders, in fact, here. Block dice for Purplish Passion. Just about even. You know, you can look at these negative blocks here, or these skulls here, and go, oh, look at 7 skulls versus 3 knockdowns. Sure, but there's also 7 defender stumbles here versus 4 both down. And these both downs also aren't that bad in these later TVs due to skills like block. And then the block dice for the Orclund Raiders looking bang on even. So that'll be it. The dice are not at fault tonight. 2-1 the final. The Orclund Raiders will take it. Good game to both coaches. It was fun to watch. I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for watching week 3 here at the Mid-Atlantic Modeling League Dungeonbowl. And we will see you for week 4. This is the midpoint of the round robin, so this will be a key week for the teams. Week 4 is going to start tomorrow. We'll have the schedule up tomorrow. And I hope you look forward to some more matches. Thanks for watching, and take care.